on the shins and knee boomerang pieces, I did the score and snap, and I mentioned about maybe using a belt sander to clean up the edges, but I think I'm just gonna use a palm sander, give that a shot. I got a new piece of 80 grit on here, so I'm just gonna go around and I just want to get rid of the where the return edge starts to like flare back out. I want to give the illusion that this is just completely straight. So I want that return edge for here, but that little bit of that lip, I want that gone. And I want to just straighten it out, make sure everything's nice and straight. And that's also same as here, just get rid of this. I want for this top edge and that edge down there to be parallel, but get rid of this extra bit there. So I'll give that a shot with the palm sander. If that doesn't work, then I'll move on to a belt sander. But so that's what I'm trying to do. Just keep, let me see, I'll just mark this here so you can see. This is the top ridge there. Not marked very well. There we go. And then this one here. So I want parallel, but I want to get rid of that edge that was kind of flaring outward. So that's the difference. I was kind of flaring out. Now it's nice and straight. So that's what I'm going to do all the way around this piece, and controlling the radius here by trying to keep it curved here, not bringing it to a point, just slightly curved there. But bringing these to a point, so I'll be using a hand file for there, for that area there. So I got as close as I could in the corner with the palm sander, but like I mentioned, I used some hand files. So I'm just taking a piece of sandpaper and just kind of deburring the extra plastic that's curled in on the inside and just kind of smoothing it out. I just want to make sure again that this is parallel to give a nice even illusion of thickness. So it's just curving out a little there, so I'm just flattening that out. I recommend just taking your time going through it and making sure it's completely as clean as you can make it, getting rid of that excess flange of that return edge that's sticking out. And just take your time with all the parts, and then I'll show you what these look like after I'm all done, so you don't have to sit here and watch me repeatedly file and sand. But just so you can kind of see, that's what kind of corner edge I'm looking for. So I'm going to be doing that there, and you can see I was kind of bowing out right there, so I'm going to be working on that there. And you You see that? And I want it to look like this. So like I said, just take your time with it, and then show you what they look like finished, and then we'll move on to the lower legs as well. Okay, so I got the boomerangs pretty well cleaned up. This one split on me when I was scoring and snapping, so I'm going to repair that with some CA glue. But that looks pretty good there so far. So I'm just going to repeat on the shins with the palm sander using 80 grit, and then also some various hand files and sandpaper. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but I was jumping back and forth because I don't want it to get too hot and gummy up. So sanding it, letting it cool while I'm working on another area, and jumping back and forth, as I said, so that it doesn't gummy up. And then I can take my file and just kind of go through the indentions here and make sure that they're nice and filed down to just the return edge and not having that little flare. And then also just making sure that it's nice and parallel to the outside return fold. Hopefully you can see the way that is there, much cleaner than what I've got here. But I'm still keeping that like illusion of thickness, but making sure that it stays parallel so the thickness looks even throughout. So I'm just going to continue like that all the way around. This will just, I'll show you real quick here. I'm actually going to go with the palm sander there and curve that a little bit more. So I'm curving this out because this is going to sit on your boot. So but again, you don't want to get too close to that edge because you got to remain that illusion of thickness. It's just a little bit thicker right here. So I'm going to file that down a little bit more. right, so that's what I'm looking at as far as a little bit of a curve for the bottom there. And so basically that's the kind of notch I'm looking for in the sides. So I'm going to do that to here and to here and just continue doing that. And I'm probably going to be going with this outer line right up there. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to wait until I'm ready to affix this and see exactly. I guess it's not going to matter too much because it's tucked under there, but I'm just going to wait because I said in some of my other videos, this is the prototype set. This is my first time actually building the set, and I just want to make sure that I'm going in the proper steps to show you guys what works versus instead of doing something that doesn't work. So I'll just continue with this and I'll show you how it all looks when I'm all done.